Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hey, good morning, fabulous first grade. How are you? I'm so glad you're here in our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and this is our first grade PBS classroom. Hey, I was just trying to decide which picture I might want to color, and then after I'm done coloring it, I'm going to put one of these adorable Curious George stickers on it. And don't tell her, but I'm going to send it to my friend Mrs. Vang. Do you think she'll like that? Yeah? If you would like to have one of these fun activity books, they have coloring and puzzles and word searches and all kinds of exciting things, you can get one for free. All you have to do is write to me here in our PBS classroom. Send me a letter or a picture. Tell me something exciting that you've been doing, and then we will send you in the mail a free activity book. I hope you'll write to me. I'm so excited to see what you're going to share with me. Hey, we've also been talking about books, right? And I yesterday talked to you about one of my favorite authors, Robert Munsch. This story is called Purple, Green, and Yellow, and it is also by Robert Munsch. So this little girl loves to color with markers. Do you know anybody like that? Well, she wants these super duper indelible, never come off till you die markers, and she begs her mom, and her mom says, no, because you keep writing on yourself. Oh no, I promise I won't. You better read this to find out what happens, because I have a feeling some of you might be just like the character in this story. Check for this in your Fresno County Public Library or on Sora. And I think you'll like it. It's a really fun story. Today, we are going to unveil the number 4 school for checkouts on Sora. Yesterday was Baird Middle School in 5th place, and today is another middle school, right? Bullard Talent K-8. Not only do they have a middle school, they also have an elementary school. They're both of them combined. Isn't that cool? So everybody over there is reading. Great job. Number 4. All right, tomorrow we'll find out who number 3 is. I wonder if it's your school. Okay, we better get started. We are learning all this week about grammar and mechanics for writing and how to organize our thoughts and how to come up with ideas, because writing is the other part of reading. They go together. And so we're going to spend some time today learning about nouns. We started yesterday, and you remember we used our anchor chart and we said a noun is a person, place, or thing or animal. So some of the noun words that are for people are uncle, baby, sister, boy. Some of the noun words that are for places are, let's start down here, bedroom, playground, home. Yesterday we saw a picture of a city. Those are all places. And then noun words that are things or animals, we have a whole bunch of them. Chairs, dogs, pencils, shirts, birds. There's a lot of things that are noun words. Today we're going to talk about a special kind of noun, but let's sing our noun song just to remember what those are, okay? All right, here we go. A noun is a person, place, or thing. A person, place, or thing. A person, place, or thing. A noun is a person, place, or thing, and it's also animals. All right, so sometimes when we're writing, we're talking about one thing, like a horse, or my sister, or the store. But sometimes we're talking about more than one. What would happen if you had more than one sister? How would we say that? Well, that is called a plural noun. Plural is a word that means more than one. So sister is singular because it's single, like one, and sisters would be plural. So let's take a look at some words that are plural nouns, okay? Now these nouns have a little bit of a trick that I need to tell you about because they're not just easy ones that we just add an S to, which is why I chose them for us to talk about today. So here we have the singular noun glass. I put my glass on the table. But if there were more than one, then we would say glasses. Our family drank our milk from the new glasses. Now, glasses could also mean the kind you wear on your eyes, but in this case, I'm talking about the kind that you pour liquid into, a glass. Glass, glasses. Do you see how this word changed? I had to add an ES to make it a plural noun because it already ends with an S. And if I just add an S, then that would be 3 S's in a row. That would look very strange, wouldn't it? So glass becomes glasses. What about a match? Match ends with a CH. And so when I want to talk about more than one match, don't play with matches, then I need to add the ES. So match, he struck a match to light the fire. Or don't play with matches, we have to add ES. The same is true for words that end with X. We have one fox, that's singular, but when there are more than one fox, we have foxes. And because it ends with an X, we have to add ES. All right, so in order to kind of see what that looks like in practice, let's do a little work together. I'm going to move our chart down here. And we are going to work on our workbook page together. This says, a singular noun names one person, place, or thing. A plural noun names, I'm going to underline that, it says more than one person, place, or thing. Add S to make most singular nouns plural. So most of the time we can just add an S to the end. But like we saw on our pocket chart, some nouns we have to add ES. But I'm pretty sure on most of these we're just going to use a circle. You ready? It says, circle the plural noun in each sentence. Okay, remember plural means more than one, and a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. So here we go. The ducks swim. Do you see which word is a plural noun? Right, ducks, because that's more than one duck, right? So we're going to put a ring around it. All right, number 2 says, Matt uses bricks to fix it. You're right, Matt is a noun, but we're looking for plural nouns. Did you see the one that means more than one? Right, you got it. Good eye. Bricks. Brick would be 1, bricks is 2. Pam has logs for a hut. Logs, good job. And the trucks are stuck in the mud. Trucks is our plural noun because it means more than one. Great job. That was kind of easy, wasn't it? That's because you are superstars and you're so awesome. You can do hard things, right? All right, so do you remember when we talked about contractions? We did a little karate to kick out some letters. We're going to just review that today so that we really have a practice and get it down good so we can use it in our writing. So a contraction pushes 2 words together and we kick out some letters, and where the letters that we kicked out used to be, we put in an apostrophe. Do you remember that word, apostrophe? All right, so let's take a look at it. We have it and is. When we want to make a contraction, we're going to kick out the I, whoops, and add the apostrophe. The apostrophe tells us where the I used to be. Let's do one more. She is. The shorter way to say she is she's. So we're gonna get your karate kick ready. We're gonna kick out the I and add an apostrophe where the I used to be. Great job. I think it's time for us to get to our writing. How about you? Good. Okay, I'm gonna move our little worksheet. And today, we're gonna read our model. And then we're gonna do some work with it. Let me get my reading finger. It says, read the draft model and use the questions to help you add a beginning sentence that names the topic. There are rows of bookshelves. The bookshelves are filled. Some cool magazines are on top of the shelves. So, what is this story talking about? Do you know? Right, the library. So we need to add a sentence at the beginning that tells people what we're talking about. We're going to keep all of these other things because these other words and sentences are perfect. And so I wrote them out here, and I'm going to add them on because we know that those are keepers. The story itself is great, but the writer forgot to add a topic sentence to tell the reader what are we reading about. So we're just going to put these together like this. And now we're going to write our sentence. What should we write? If this is about the library, what do you think? I think you're right. I like the library would be a great sentence. So let's start with the capital I. Let's do it down here so our words go all together. I, then we need a finger space. Like, L-I-K-E, like, I like the space. And then we're going to spell library. What does it start with? L-I-B, library. That's kind of a funny part, isn't it? And then we'll put a period at the end. I like the library. There are rows of bookshelves. The bookshelves are filled. Some cool magazines are on top of the shelves. Wow! Do you see how adding that topic sentence helps people to know what you're going to be writing about? Before we had our sentence, I like the library, I wasn't really sure what they were going to write about. Come back tomorrow so we can do some more writing together, okay? Great. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Write me a letter so you can get a free book. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.